दोस्तों हमने लास्ट टाइम हर्फ ऑफ जर को टच किया था, ठीक है? तो वहीं से हम लोग इंशाल्लाह स्टार्ट करते हैं। मैंने आपको कुछ हर्फ ऑफ जर बताए थे। आई विल लिस्ट देम डाउन हियर। आज हमने इस टॉपिक को खत्म कर देंगे इंशाल्लाह। ये बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक नहीं है, छोटा टॉपिक है। हर्फ ऑफ जर को हम कंप्लीट करेंगे, उनके मीनिंग्स भी हम देखेंगे। अगर हमसे पॉसिबल होगा हम उसकी एप्लीकेशन भी अ बिट मोर इंटेंसिवली देखेंगे। कुरान में अब आप देख रहे हैं कि 2-3 फ्रैगमेंट्स आपने लर्न किए हैं और दे स्टार्ट टू कम टुगेदर हियर एंड देयर ना। So that's what we are going to do more and more. Whatever we have learned, we will start to bring together so you can apply them together. That's the whole idea. And once you are able to do that, inshallah, things will start to open up. So I'm not going to ask if you have memorized those harf of jars or not. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to write them down, and whoever can help me in writing them down, please help me out here. So let's see how much you recall. Fa, ta,
Ta,
kaf,
Kaf,
lam,
Lam,
waw,
Wow,
min,
Min,
Fi,
Fi, Ala,
fi, an, and
Ala,
ala,
Ila, Hatta.
ala, hatta, ila. Correct.
वैसे
ठीक है जी। एनीथिंग?
कुछ नहीं, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि चलो याद है, मैंने बिल्कुल भी रिवाइज नहीं किया था।
Ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. And the whole principle was whenever you see these huruf, an ism will come immediately after, and that ism will be in jar. The whole objective of these huruf is to make an ism jar, an ism that comes right after. Right? उसको jar बनाना इनका objective होता है, ठीक है? And that ism could be partially flexible, that ism could be non-flexible, fully flexible, depending upon what the nature is, it will act like that. So if it is a partially flexible ism, you will still see the kasra in the end, like bi Ibrahima, for example, with Ibrahim, because it is not going to take the kasra and it will always be light. If it is non-flexible ism like be Musa or be Isa, for example, with Isa, you will not see any ending sound or any combination in them, but it will still be jar. So this B is going to tell you if the status is jar or not. And a normal ism, of course, be Muhammadin would be very easy to spot. So what we want to do today is we want to first understand the meanings of each of them. And once we understand the meanings of each of them, then we will inshallah apply them a little bit on the surahs as well. Okay, so there's some little bit tips and tricks that I still need to give you, very simple, so you are fully prepared. So I'm going to write the meanings here. So ba is with. Oh, it's too big with. Okay. Ba is with. Now with can be used by in any with any ism where with is relevant, but many times when I say ba is with, it does not really mean that the literal translation that you will ultimately achieve for the ayah will also translate ba as with. You will have to make sense in English for that translation. So sometimes you do have to tweak from direct literal translation to more of the translation that makes sense in that particular language you're translating into. Okay? So these are just standard meanings that I'm giving you. Just keep them in mind, and they should act as a reference for you. Okay. Okay. Then it's the yeah. Something is wrong with my keyboard. Wait a second, please. Min. Now this ba, let's take the ba. Ba is with. with ta is swear. This is a swear word. Now, special thing about the ta is when you use ta is a swear word that can only be used with the word Allah, nothing else. So you only say tallahi, nothing else. Okay? So it's a strong swear word, and you will only use it with the word Allah, and it is in the Quran as well. When you use ta as a harf of jar, you will find it being used with the word Allah only. Okay? Kaf is like is as in comparison, not as in I like something. Like, for example, a glass is not like a plate, right? So that like it's more of a comparative kind of story, okay, with like. Lam is generally translated as for. Lam is a very important harf. It's used for possession for. For example, lahu would mean for him, right? So it's a different type of possession than you have studied in the idafa, where you have an off relationship between two isms. Now, this is more of a possession where you have that possession meaning is created by the ism and the harf together. Right? For example, lillahi, alhamdu, lillahi. That lillahi is possession. All praise and gratitude is for Allah or belongs to Allah. So we'll see in the later half of the studies when we will see this lam being translated much more differently than just for. So, but the fundamental idea of lam is for. Okay. So what I'll do is take it off, and I want to make sure that you guys really keep this in your mind. So we will do a little bit of practice here. Ba. Start thinking of the meanings that I've given you. Kaf, lam, waw, min, fi, an, ala, hatta. I should have done this before. Hatta, ila. Okay. These hurufs, we will create a word meaning type of table so we understand. Okay. Now, who can tell me the first few that I've mentioned? So let's try to recall them and see if we can recall. Ba was
With.
anyone.
With.
With. Ta was
Swear.
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 Only
Yes.
with Allah.
Swear only with Allah. Okay. Kaf. The cup is not
What?
like a plate. Right? Kaf is like
Like.
comparative. When you compare. Okay. So Tala is not like Farhan. Farhan is not like Waqas. Waqas is definitely not like Shams. Yeah. Those types of likes. Right. So that like is this kaf. Okay. Lam is for.
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 It is for possession. Waw is oath. There are many types of vows in Arabic. There is one vow which is and, which is a connected vow, and there is a vow which is oath, and there are a few other vows which we'll inshallah do when we have more understanding of sentence structures. But right now it's oath. When Allah says wal asri, that is by time. Allah takes the oath of time. Was samai zatil buruj. Was samai means by the heavens or by the sky. When Allah takes oath in the Quran, that is with waw. Okay? Min is from. From. Okay? Fi in. Okay, let me pause here. Ba is with. Ta is swear with Allah. Kaf is comparison, like. Lam is for possession. Waw is oath. Min is from. Fi is in. I'll let you digest this in the next 30 seconds. Just digest this. Okay. Let's see if we can recall. So what was lam? Pretty small lam.
For.
Lam was for.
Possession.
Correct. What about ta?
With. No.
Swear.
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 Swear with Allah, specifically one. And that will help you remember, wow, because it's also kind of oath, right?
Yeah.
It's an oath. But it can be with other things, Allah. You might have seen your Arabic friend saying, Wallahi, akhi, Wallahi. That Wallahi, that wow is actually oath when they're saying. Okay. Min?
From.
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 Min. Where are you from? Min al Pakistan. From Pakistan. Okay. That's the min. Fi. In. Where are you? Fil baiti. In the house. Okay. That's fi. Usually the easiest one.
With.
Ah. Kaf.
Like.
Like. The comparison like.
Like.
Okay. Bata, kaf, lam, waw, min, fi. Okay. Clear so far? Very good. Now, an. An is about. Oops. An is about, away from. It's used in two meanings, about or away from. Sometimes an is also used as at. But the context of I will tell you, but generally it's used with about or away from. Okay. Ala is on or upon or against. Let me write. This is a good point to tell you. Assalamu alaikum. This assalamu alaikum that you use every single day, that is this alay. And the thing about this alay is when it is used with a pronoun, when it is attached to the pronoun, when it comes before the pronoun, this ya actually takes the shape of two dot ya. Okay. It takes the shape of two dot ya. When you see these two dots, it's still the same ala. But because it is attached to a pronoun, or any other ism for that matter, when it comes before, it actually changes its form in terms of two dots. So you are easily able to recognize it. It's the same Allah. Okay. So when you're saying Assalamu alaikum, because it's on or upon, it's peace and blessings, or peace be upon you. Kum is attached pronoun of antum. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the same Allah, okay, that you use. Now you can go and impress your imam. I know, imam, what is alaikum? Yeah. You know, it's alai, it is jar and majroor. This is harf of jar, and then it attaches with the attached pronoun kum, which is the attached form of antum. And he's going to be like, what happened to you tomorrow? Yesterday you didn't know, and now you know. So it's a good opportunity for you to go and press them. Hatta. Hatta is, I'm guessing you might already know this meaning. Anyone knows this meaning? Hatta.
Limit.
Hatta ke ye ho jaye.
Until or till.
Until. Exactly. It's until. Okay. It's similar in Urdu as well. And then we have ila. Ila is to or towards. Okay. To or towards. When I was a student and I was studying it for the first time, the ones that really confused me in terms of meaning were an and ala. These were the ones that I struggled with at that time. I used to confuse them. An and ala both starts with ain, and there is one with a ya, and there's one with an and ala had something of this type of rule where it comes before, it changes the form to two dots. I'm just sharing with you my experience. If you are feeling that way or will feel that way, you know this is very normal. Okay? So it will,
Doctor,
if you get over it, inshallah. Yes.
this kum was 2 plus or 3 plus?
I'm not going to give you answer. I want somebody in the class to give that answer. So what is this kum? 2 plus, 3 plus,
Antum,
guys?
antum, antuma, antunna. That's what, but I can't.
Let's find out together. Let's find out. So kum, I'm saying anta, antuma, antum. And what are the three attached versions of anta, antuma, antum? Ka,
It was plural. It was 3 plus.
ka, kuma, kum, right?
Ka,
It's
kuma,
kum,
kum.
3 plus. Okay,
And it's
good.
because it's 3 plus because it has our two farishtas as well that are sitting on our shoulder, right?
Yeah, the rhetoric reason behind it is that because we have the kiram and katibin with us, that's why we use kum. So I know many Arabs from Egypt and other areas. They would say "Salam alaik." That's it. So they would just not say "kum," they would just say "ka." Salam alaik. And in Arab, when you actually go and do the speaking part, I'm not good at speaking yet, but I know that when you go and do the speaking part, they neither say "ka" or they nor say "ki." Ka is for a boy and ki is for a girl. Right? They will just say "Assalamu alaikum," and the person would understand what he means, because they know who they are talking to. So, but inshallah, we are not at that level yet. But yeah, the whole idea of kum is because they are kiram and katibin, and that's what I know, the rhetoric of it. Okay, I want to, maybe where I can remember, I will give you some examples. Otherwise, I will go and find some. We'll find some in Quran. Okay. So this is, I think, pretty simple. So you know, Bismi, we have done it few times already. 24. Bismi is one example. You might also have seen the word billahi. Oops, double L, billahi, like that. Okay. That's also one example. Yes,
A'udhu billah.
B, and you have B and Rabbi. That's correct. B Rabbi. Okay. This one. Kul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. That's the same bi Rabbi. This is simple. When you say Tallah, you are actually saying this. Tallahi. That's it. There is no other example. Okay. It's used for swear and only for Allah. Like.
Ulaika.
No, I'm just trying to think of an example. I'll figure out one. Give me some time. Okay. This is lahu. Lahul mulku samawati wal ard. For him. For example, the Rasul, the Rasuli is also another example. I should give you another tip here. We should
Doctor,
remember.
who is ism? Who is an ism?
Pronouncer. So bihi. I was.
Go ahead, Shamswai.
Ji sir, this is my mic was on mute when we were talking about bihi is also means with them, right? When we use word bihi in Quran. So if we use the edge, adjacent pronoun of he, it means with them,
He,
right?
with him, with him,
With him, yeah, yeah.
with him.
Okay.
So, Tala, to answer your question, who is an attached form of huwa, if you remember.
Yes, I got
Right?
it. That's why when Shamswai said, I said it. Okay, yes.
So the
And
thing that I
one more question, Fahad bhai. Sorry, sir.
yeah,
When we say Allah Ta'ala, Ta'ala, so that Ta is this word or
no,
it's Ta?
that
Okay, that's
that's
separate. Okay,
different. That
okay,
is a word which is ta'ala. Ta'ala is a completely different
okay,
word.
that's
Okay,
fine.
that's not
Okay.
this. Okay. One thing I really want you to remember is you see the usage of lam here and the usage of lam here in these two cases.
Yeah,
Yeah, there is one la and there is one li. Okay.
exactly.
So what you should remember is generally lam will come with li. Generally, it will come with li. But when it is used with pronouns, then it takes the fatha. So you will find lahum,
Lakum.
lahum, lakum. In all these cases, you will find it will be taking fatha. Lakum dinukum waliyadin, for example. Lakum means for you. Dinukum, your deen. For you, your deen, and for me, my deen. Okay? So these are the lam would take a fatha when it is going to be attached with a pronoun. Okay, but remember one thing. There's a caveat here. So you remember the pronoun nahnu.
Yes.
Nahnu is we,
We.
right? What is the attached form of what is the attached form of not nahnu? Sorry, ana. Bring it from ana. Ana is I. What is the attached form of ana?
Na.
Ya and ni.
Ya or ni? These two, right? These two. Now, if I try to attach a lam here, okay, and I put a fatha on it, can you read it?
For me.
Layi is
Lai.
simply too much of effort for Arabs. Okay, so when you attach it with a ya, it doesn't take this. It's just li. Okay, that's a special scenario with the pronoun ana. Okay, in case of this lani, uh, I mean, it will take a fatha, but you will not find lani because ni is generally is attached to fi'ils, generally not attached to harfs or isms in the language. Okay, so but when the point is when you attach the lam with the attached version of ana, in case of here like this li, it will not take the fatha. Okay? It will just stay li. Okay? But in other cases, it will take fatha all the time. So for example, if you attach it with nahnu, it is going to be lana for us. Got it?
Fat, can you say it once again for this lana is? Lam is
So
connected to ana.
yes, we have nahnu,
Hmm?
which is the we, and the
Yeah,
attached form of nahnu is na,
is na.
right?
Yes.
And when you attach a lam to it, you can
Okay,
still
lam.
put a fatha. You will put a fatha here, lana,
Hmm.
okay, for us. Okay.
Yeah.
Oath vow. I think I gave this example. Wal asr.
Was samai.
Yes. Was samai. Correct. Was samai, and so on. These are all oaths that Allah takes in the Quran. Okay,
But
by time, by sky. Yes, Farhan.
one question. Lillahi also like this form.
Lillahi.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
perfect.
okay.
Yeah, lillahi. Lillahi. Yeah, that's the same. That's the same lam. Lillahi. It was basically like that. So it was like this. It was Allahi, and there was a lam. Okay, when you attach a lam together, it becomes like this, which becomes super unreadable. So you merge one lam together. Okay, you make it
Okay.
lillah. Okay, that's how lillah is coming to the picture. From uh, minal, not man, minal lahi, for example, minal lahi. I'll just take this one simple. Minal lahi, from Allah. Okay. You may have also seen minhum. Have you in the Quran? Minhum,
Yeah.
from them. Okay,
Min kulli amrin.
min kulli, min kulli. Now this kulli is now that you've brought up. Who can tell me about kulli?
All,
Do you know something about kulli?
All.
all.
It's not the kulli that you do while making wudu. It's something different. Okay, it's a different kulli. This kulli was some special ism we did. You know that. And
Yes, sir.
Ba
Special mudaf kul is
special.
all.
correct, correct. Min kulli, kulli was a special mudaf. It always comes as a mudaf, right? And it means each, every, any. That's what it means. Okay. If I say min kulli shay'in, shay'in,
From everything.
yeah.
From everything.
Min az-zalimin.
And I gave you, I'm going on a tangent a little bit, and I gave you three examples. When kulli comes with a commonism, kulli masjidin, for example, kullu masjidin, for example. In case of min kulli masjidin, from or min kulli shay'in, it translates to each and every. Okay? Min kulli shay'in, from each and everything. Okay, so
So, and in Surah Nas, Fahad by min sharril waswasil khannas. So that is all this mean as well, right?
Very good.
min sharril, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
same min. Sharril. Okay. Fi. Fi is quite popular as well. Fi,
Fi sudurin nas.
fi sudurin nas. We just did that. Fi sudurin. Wow. Wow. Fi sudurin nas. Okay. Fi suduri, not sudurin, because it is annas. After that, it's mudaf, mudaf. Okay. And then we have an zikrillah.
Dr.
An
Sahab,
is
can I
G.
ask one thing? There is like lahu ma fis samawati. So lahu is another
Yes.
harf of jar. Fis
Yes.
samawati is another harf of jar. Is these two harf of jars are together in this one?
Yes. 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 But there is a ma in the middle. Lahu ma fis samawati. Okay. But they both are harf of jars. We'll do this exercise today after this. Okay. So an zikri. An zikri. And from about the zikr, about the remembrance. An zikri Allahi. An zikrillahi, about the remembrance of Allah. Sometimes an would also be translated as from to make sense in English. Okay, but the fundamental meaning is about and away from. Okay? hatta ila al-masjidi, for example. Okay. Ila al-masjidi. But I think you get the point, right? So that's what it does. The harf of jar is actually going to make the next ism jar. There are few things you should keep in mind about this type of fragment, that there is no long distance relationship. The ism should come immediately after. Okay? You should remember that when it comes before a pronoun, the harf will take fatha. Okay? Excludes
Nahnu.
not nahanu, ye from ana. That was ana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it excludes that. What else? That's it. I mean, this is the topic. So let's go to Quran. Which surah? Which surah? Which surah? Let's apply it here. I mean, it's a good surah for this application. I will just make some space. I have specially created this Excel Quran for my studies, and this really helps me, because then it
Yeah,
really
this is
helps
big.
me. It
How
really
you do
helps
that?
me. I've collected the entire Quran content text, and I've put it in Excel myself. It was some labor that I had to go through. But now, Alhamdulillah, it's very, very easy to do things.
Yeah, this is the
Just
first time I'm seeing Excel being used for Arabic. That's nice.
you have no idea how powerful this tool is. Microsoft has done some amazing work. Amazing. I know you are you're economy person. You use it for numbers. Okay, good. So what we'll do is we will decode, inshallah, whatever we can spot as jar majroor. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you is this fragment is called jar majroor. This fragment is called jar majroor.
Not harf of jar?
In English, it's called harf of jar. Okay? Harf of jar is for to teach you. But if you're really talking about true Arabic grammar, then it's jar majroor. Jar is the harf. Fata, kafla, mao, min, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. That's jar. The ism it makes, jar, is majroor. So
Okay.
in this case, ila is jar, al masjidi is majroor, alay is jar, kum is majroor, b is jar, rabbi is majroor. Understand?
Yes.
So it's this fragment formally in Arabic grammar is called jar majroor. So I will use these terminologies so you get used to it, inshallah. Okay, so we're going to find jar and majroor wherever we can find, inshallah. So let's go word by word. Let's go word by word. I'm going to find this jar majroor with you guys, and you should tell me where you find it, inshallah. Okay, and Tala, I think says it's an example similar to what you were trying to bring up. Okay. So,
Ba.
oops, wait a second. Okay, okay. Now yusabbihu
Lillah.
lillahi
Lillah.
lillahi lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma
See.
fil ard. Fi and samawati. Yeah, everyone sees that. Wa ma fil ardi. Anything here?
Fil ardi.
Fil ardi.
Fil ardi. Fil ardi. Lahul mulku.
Lahu.
Lahu. Walahu alhamdu.
Lahu
Lahu.
again.
Lahu. Wahuwa ala
Hu.
kulli shay'in qadir. Anything, guys?
Ala.
Allah.
Ala kulli shay'in qadir. It's just one ayah.
Actually, Doctor Sahab, this is the question I asked last time as well. Like lahu mulku, right? This lahu mulku is making idafa as well, right? So lahu is light followed by light noal followed by jar. Sorry, this is not jar, so it cannot be.
I know what you mean. Let me go
Yeah.
there. Okay, I know what you mean. Okay, so so when you are looking at, let's pick up ala kulli that we just did in the class. So ala and kulli is a jar majroor. I'm going to mark it
Right.
harf of jar fragment. Okay, and kulli and shay'in is idafa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to put them in a single bucket. Ala kulli shay'in. Okay? That's single bucket. The connection can exist, but when you come to lahul mulku, when you come here, so lahu is a harf of jar. I completely see that, jar majroor. But can you identify any relationship between hu and al mulku? Attached pronoun, can attached pronoun come before an ism?
No.
No,
No, it cannot.
right? So only independent pronoun comes before an ism or
Exactly.
a harf or anything else, right? So
Exactly.
there cannot be a relationship between lahu and al mulku. It's what you see here is there is no fragment based relationship, but there is a sentence relationship there, which you have not done yet.
Okay.
So we will do inshallah in the future. The form of sentence that was supposed to be used was al mulku lahu. That is a normal form of sentence. Now it is swapped. The words are swapped. When you swap such words, it creates many meanings: exclusivity, especially, or many other types of meanings. We'll do that when we do the sentence structures. But there is no relationship here. In these cases, for example, lillahi, it's independently harf of jar. Fis samawati is independently harf of jar. Fil ardi is independently harf of jar, and they do not have any relationship forward like that. Okay? There is a little bit more advanced concept, which I don't want to go right now, but this word ma is basically also an ism, and it's rafa. You will learn that
All right.
later. Okay? This word ma is ism and it's rafa. And because this wow in the middle, is this wow a connector wow or
Connector.
how do we know? That's what I want you to really understand. How do we know this is a connector wow? Because now you know there is an oath wow, and now you know there is a connector wow. Okay?
With Ma.
Because if it is an oath wow, the next ism must be jar, right? You cannot spot it right now, but I am telling you the next ism is not jar. Okay? This ma is rafa. This one is also rafa. Okay? Because this is rafa, this wow cannot be oath wow. We'll see some more examples here. For example, come here. This example, wahua. You know hua and you know the wow, right?
Who is attached pronoun or sorry, independent pronoun?
Independent pronoun. So when hua is an independent pronoun, what is the status?
Rafa.
Rafa.
Rafa, right? So if it is rafa, can this wow be a jar majroor wow?
No.
No, because if it was, its job was actually to make the next ism jar. It should have been who instead of hua, right? which is not the case. So this is a connector waw. It's and. You understand? So whenever you look at the waw, look at the next ism. If it is jar, then it's a jar majroor waw. An oath. Allah is taking some sort of oath. Otherwise, it's normal connector waw or any other form of waw that you have not learned.
Fahad,
Ji.
say in Qadir. Qadir is Safa, would be Safa.
Nahin. Qadir
No.
is not sifa. It's something called khabar, which you have not done. Okay, right now you just need to know it's an ism in Rafa, and it's common, and it's singular, and it's masculine. It's this entire thing that you are looking at. This one. This is a full ism-based sentence. In English, we call it nominal sentence. We'll do that, inshallah, once we have done the isms. Then we'll try to structure that as well. So there is one more fragment to go, and that after that fragment, we will try to look little bit into this. But sentence structures need to come little bit further down the line. There are a few other concepts you need to cover before that. But no, it's not a sifa. If it was a sifa, it must have an ism before it that can become mawsuf, right? With these properties, rafa, common, singular, masculine, and probably you will not find any. Okay.
फदर ये लहू क्या है यहाँ पे?
This one.
तो नहीं जी.
This one. Lahu, as we
Harf of
just
jar.
discussed. This. Yes, this is jar majroor. It was a lam, which was harf of jar lam, and it was huwa, which is independent pronoun. And when lam comes on top of a pronoun, this pronoun needs to turn into a jar status, which is who, and then you attach that waw with it. Then it becomes lahu. And we also said that when this lam comes on a pronoun, it takes the fatha. You understand, Umar? Yeah. Pretty good. Okay. Let's see what else do we have. هو الذي خلقكم فمنكم كافر. Can anyone spot a jar majroor here? هو الذي خلقكم فمنكم كافر. That's the point I'm ending on.
Minkum.
Correct. There is minkum here. See that? Fa is a harf that can mean so, but that can also mean then. THEN then. Okay? It's just a harf. It doesn't create any grammatical impact on the next word. So it can come on a harf, it can come on an ism, it can come on a fail. It just means so or then, right? So it can come on min. So effectively, min. Anyone remembers what was the meaning of min?
From.
From. And what's kum? What do you know about this?
Them.
Antum.
Antum.
Antum. Okay. Still, let's complete the answer. Antum. I
More.
understand antum. So what about antum?
They.
Adjoint
Actually,
Is kum?
it was
Is kum and
attached
antum?
pronoun of antum.
It's an attached pronoun of antum. So if it is an
And
attached pronoun of antum, what would it mean?
it become a roughest. Sorry, the min.
Many of you.
Many of you?
Many of you.
No,
You
it
all.
was
Maybe in a simpler
Your,
way,
you
you
all.
can say you all,
You all.
right? You all.
your.
Okay. Farhan, your would mean if min was a ism. For example, qawmu, for example, if I say min, just constructing the same example, min instead of just doing minkum, I'm saying min qawmi. It's a jar majroor, right? And I want to say kum. Min qawmi kum. Now this is a ism which means nation, and this is a attached pronoun which means your. When it is used with ism in idafa context, then it has to show that possession, your nation, and this min would be from, right? from your nation. But in this particular case, min is just a harf, it's not an ism. You're not really showing possession here. You're just saying from you all. Okay? So there's a difference. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yes.
Fahad, just one quick thing. Min qawmakum is harf of jar majroor.
Min qawmi
Min qawmi,
is
right?
jar
And
majroor.
then
Yes.
qawmikum become an idafa as well, or
Correct.
no?
Correct. Yes, of course. This is idafa. So I'm assuming that you guys are now little more advanced. So I just skip on those petty details that this is idafa or not. I just try to come up with example. But you're absolutely right. And at any point, if you do not understand, spot this, just like you did now. So min qaumi is jar majroor and qaumikum is idafa with a pronoun. Okay. So
Fahad bhai,
hmm, yes.
sorry sir, very basic, and I shouldn't be asking this question, लेकिन थोड़ी सी clarity अगर कर दें कि इदाफा और जार मजरूर में डिफरेंस अगर बहुत ही समराइज करके बता दें, मैं थोड़ा सा इस वक्त
Okay,
वो हो रहा हूँ
very good.
confused.
Let's go there. I think it's a good time to give you a short reminder. Okay, and my machine decided to lock itself. एक मिनट यार. यार ये पता नहीं क्या हुआ है. I don't know what happened, but yes, okay.
आपकी मशीन भी कह रही है कि इनको पढ़ा रहे हो.
नहीं यार, मशीन
Ask
कह रही है तुम
Umar
कुछ
bhai
लिखो
will
तो
sort it
उनको
out.
पढ़ा रहे हो. उमर भाई यार, उमर भाई is my go-to person when challenges
Yes,
happen.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right. Let's quickly do it in a table form. What we have done is idafa. Idafa. We have done harf of nasr, harf of jar, harf of jar. We have done mawsuf sifa. These three fragments we have done so far. Okay? So we are going to try to construct a summary of each of them very, very quickly, so you have a clear picture, key points for each of them. Okay. So harf idafa is about of relationship.
Of relationship.
So about of relationship, but let me say, but not always. Why I'm saying that? Because you have learned idafa with pronouns.
Yes.
You've learned with pronouns. You have learned idafa with normal isms. You have learned idafa with special mudafs. And we said
And
in special
special.
mudaf, it may not give you that of relationship. Okay, so no of relationship. That's why. Okay. Now in idafa case, specifically, there is no long distance relationship. Okay. The both isms should come immediately after. Always between two isms. It's always between two isms. Okay. So far with me, everyone?
कोई एग्जाम्पल फहद भाई?
Okay, let's put an example here. Just like we did just now, for example, qawmi, qawmu, qawmuhum,
Qawmu Lutin.
qawmuhum or qawmu Lutin. Chalo, qawmu Lutin, Lutin. So in the first case, Shams bhai, hum is an ism, qawmu is an ism. In the second case, qawmu is an ism, Lutin is an ism. You see that?
Yes sir.
Okay. So it will always be between two isms. It is never between ism and fi'l, ism and harf. Now let's come to harf of jar. Okay. It takes place between a harf and an ism. And an ism. Okay. It's never between two isms. Never between two isms. Harf of jar cannot be between two isms because you call it harf of jar. It has to have, there has to be a harf in it. Okay. With some harfs, it can show possession. Anyone remembers which harf was showing possession?
La.
La.
Yes, la, for example. Okay. You can show some possession. No long distance relationship. After the harf, ism should come immediately after that. Okay. What else is remaining? That's it. Yeah, then we just did little bit tips and tricks. Usually la takes a kasra, but when it comes with a pronoun, it takes a fatha and so on and so forth. Those are just tips and tricks. Okay, that's what harf of jar is. Okay. Now, mawsuf sifa, always between two isms. Okay. Can have long distance relationship, meaning a mawsuf and sifa may have few words between them. 4 properties must match. Okay, it's basically a noun adjective relationship. In this particular case, in Arabic, noun comes before adjective. In English, adjective comes before noun. Blue car, car blue. Okay, that's what you have done. Okay? Does that help in clarifying the differences between the fragments that we have done? Shamswai specifically, does it help your question?
Ji, sir. Thank you
Very
so much,
good.
sir. Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you, sir.
I will share this list with you. Okay, so you have it. Inshallah, as we move forward, these things will become very clear.
Fahd,
Okay.
just sorry for
Ji.
asking this, but like I said, the min qawmi
Mhm.
something that you were showing, right?
Mhm.
So it was harf of jar before, and then qawmi is a part of idafa as well. So a same word can exist in two things at the same time.
Yes,
Okay, that's it.
absolutely. So qawmi can be a majroor for a jar
Yeah.
and can be a mudaf for a mudaf ilay at the same time.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
It's the same. It's a chain reaction. So if you have a chain, just think from a physics perspective. If you have a chain, the previous part of the chain holds the next part of the chain, but that next part of the chain not just holds the next part, but also the previous part, right?
Yeah, but I get confused. Yeah, I was just mixing up that it is not necessary that it should follow the same rule. It can be harf of jar, it can be dafa, they can be together. So it's not necessary that it should be harf of jar in a chain reaction.
No, it will
No.
fluctuate. There would be
Okay.
multiple idafas together. Many times there would be harf of jars and idafas, then sometimes mawsuf sifas. So that mix-up can happen,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So, all right. So what I want to do is maybe the surah that we were doing, the same. It's Surah Taghabun. I can give you a blank copy of this. All I want you to do is pick up a pen and just underline any jar majroor that you can spot, any idafa that you can spot. Just underline it, right or wrong, and and share on the group. In the next class, we can go through it. So this is now turning to a point where you start to apply those things on the book. Okay? So I will share the blank document with you. Just try to go through that exercise. Quran is your best workbook. You don't need to buy any other. It's your best workbook. Okay? So that's what I would recommend to do. The more you apply, the more you get used to it, and inshallah, things will become easier. Okay, all good?
For which Arabic keyboard are you using? Because I tried to do it on my system and it never worked like the way
This
it
is
works on
Arabic is 101. Arabic 101. You have
Arabic.
to go in the keyboard settings, and it's Saudi. I think it was Saudi, and it's Arabic 101 that you have
Right.
to do.
और तला भाई हर चीज कीबोर्ड से नहीं होती, बंदे को भी कुछ करना होता है।
सर यही तो बात है, असल में चैट जीपीटी वाले लोग हैं, चैट जीपीटी वाले जमाने के लोग हैं अब हम।
अपने आप को ऐसे यंग बना लिए हैं तना।
सर फहद भाई
अरे
आपको बैकडेटेड कर दिया रोना फहद भाई, अपने आप को चैट जीपीटी का बना दिया, आपको माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वर्ड का बना दिया।
नहीं सर, आप तो लोगो वो याद है फॉक्स प्रो को बोल, उसके जमाने के लोग हैं।
लेकिन तलहा भाई आपको फीलिंग आ रही है ना शम्स भाई की आस्ता आस्ता?
बिल्कुल सर, मैं तो आपको पहले ही पहचान गया आपके एक कमेंट से।
चलें दोस्तों, इंशाल्लाह व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप इज देयर, ठीक है? इंशाल्लाह लेट्स कीप ऑन टॉकिंग एंड आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम ऑन संडे इंशाल्लाह, ठीक है?
इंशाल्लाह।
वेरी गुड टॉकिंग।
थैंक यू सर,
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
थैंक यू।
वालेकुम